And then I'm going to go ahead and like mute all, but I think, yeah, I'm gonna mute all, but you guys can unmute as we do this because it will be like digging in, like working back and forth and stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna mute all. All right, everyone can see the screen. Okay, cool. All right. So, hello, all of you beautiful rock star leaders. This is actually our first official Leader Hub team for the Real Deal Dream Team. And today we're going to talk about leading with vision. Um, so, yeah, that's really what the purpose of this call is, leading with vision and what that looks like. We're going to dive into something that I really feel separates good leaders from great leaders, and that really is vision. Not just having a vision, right? It's going to be about clearly casting it to people, communicating it, and leading people into that vision with confidence. So, feeling it like a movement. So why vision matters. It's not just a team, it's a movement. Like I jumped ahead of myself here. So we're going to talk about, you guys know, I feel like anyone that knows me kind of knew when we were starting this team what the purpose and vision had, but I didn't clearly communicate it. So when we talk about the Real Deal Dream Team, it's not a team, it's a movement. So whether someone's here to grow a business, find community, step into the version of their self they didn't know was possible, they belong here. So, our vision is to build a radically authentic community where we break through our self limiting beliefs, embrace our true selves, and create a life of impact, freedom, and purpose together. So, when I read that, and that's when I'm leading from that purpose, when I'm sharing, when I'm posting in the team page chat, it's always going to come from that place because vision is always going to give people something bigger than themselves to be a part of. It's not about like, shots or lip gloss. It's not just about if I'm making this 50% commission. It's about being a part of something. And so that's why I focus on community, being like a person that's learning and growing and having a life of impact, freedom, and purpose. So without vision, people are going to drift apart. They're not going to feel like they're a part of something. When they have it, they align. So a clear vision, and you guys are all leaders here, so you have people on your team, and you guys are all part of this big team. It creates a culture that we hope trickles down, why people are like, I want to be a part of that no matter what's going on. That is a place where I feel a part of. It creates connection and then also direction. Because at the end of the day, say if you as a leader have something, maybe there is drama on the team or in some type of way, or you have to deliver news that may not hit happily, you always can go back to the vision that you set for your team. And it's like, am I operating from this place? Am I being authentic? And if that's going to drive you into that. So when I think of, kind of think for a second, like whether, this opportunity or or the last one, have you ever followed someone into something simply because you believed in where they were headed? Like you really didn't need all the details, but you were like, I believe in that person. I believe in where they're headed. I'm going to look in. That's why you're here. You're here. So you all, whether who it was, you believed in where that person was headed. You believed in their culture, what they created, however they communicated it. And that is what, a leader does. Like they cast the vision. And so all of you should and have the potential to do that for your teams. And that's what's going to keep them all here, all with you. So we're going to talk about the difference between a vision and goal. Okay, so a vision pulls people in, pulls them in, and goals push them forward. You need both at all times, right? And so a vision is where we're going long term, and then the goals are the steps along the way. So, an example, and a vision for us, I'm going to create an inclusive community where women or people feel safe to grow and be themselves. The goal might be I want to have 15K points this month. Two different things, but they all work together when you're celebrating it. So the point is vision are going to pull people in, goals will push them forward, but you need both. Vision is what gives meaning to the work. So what are they going to do? What are they celebrating when they're trying a new product? Or do they want to learn? Are they sharing their before and afters? Are they building confidence, which is giving them earning the welcome gift? That's going to help towards the goal financially, but the vision that you're celebrating around, like the community. Exactly. Okay, so I see what you say. It could be selling anything. So we're going to talk about you all here and crafting your own personal visions for your team. Okay, so I'm going to read ours again. So this is the Real Dream Team, which you all are obviously a part of. The vision is to build a radically authentic community where we break through our self-limiting beliefs, embrace our true selves, and create a life of impact, freedom, and purpose together. Our mission, the Real Dream Team, is more than business. It's a movement. We lead with intention. We sell with heart. We empower others to dream bigger, grow boldly, and help as many people as possible along the way. Through connection, mentorship, real conversations, we show what's possible when you choose to be the real deal. So that's what ours is. And you guys all saw when you picked who you enrolled with or what their upline was, what their vision was. That's what freaking got you here and you're a leader. And people followed you because they saw that within you. And when you're sharing that on social media, share that you're a part of something. It's not just a company. It's not just a product. It's not just 50%. It's a part of a bigger movement. People want to be a part of that. They want to be a part of something bigger, especially right now. So we're going to break down what I just said. Number one, to build a radically authentic community. What kind of space are you building? Are you also building a radically authentic community or expand from that? Part two, break through self-limiting beliefs. What's the transformation you want people to experience being a part of your team with you as a leader? What's the thing that you want them to feel and experience? And then create a life of impact, freedom, and purpose. What is the bigger why they are casting? People want to feel like they are doing something outside of being a mom, a spouse, a partner, a cat. Like, what's the bigger thing that they're doing? Is it creating what life of impact and purpose? So that's what you're, driving when you're casting to your teams as a leader. All right, so we are now going to do, I said bring notebooks or do your phone, or this is something you can think of later, but we are going to have a little team. We're going to have a little mini workshop. So grab a notebook, phone, and we're going to finish these prompts in your own words. I'm going to give you like 5-ish minutes or so, maybe even more. Oh, awesome, Jennifer. We'll make sure you record so you can watch it later. So these are the prompts. I am building a team where I want people to feel I believe we can. And the fourth one is my bigger why is. So I'll say those again. I am building a team where I want people to feel I believe we can. my bigger why is. So I'm going to give us a few minutes and I want you guys to kind of think about that a little bit more and expand on that. And I'll put music so it's not like awkward. Just kidding. Can't hear background music when you're on the Zoom. All right, I guess it's going to be awkward silence. I could sing, but you guys probably don't want that. We'll be quiet. Yeah, Leanna, if you want to unmute, let's go ahead and share a few of them. Everyone else, if you're still writing, but I definitely would love to hear a few of your answers. Actually, let me see here. Okay, Jen, you want your people to feel valued, loved, and part of your community. That's really important. I was trying to unmute it, but it's like making me. Let me practice. It says you should be able to unmute yourself. Has anyone else been able to do that?
I was able to unmute.
Okay. Yeah. So you should be able to click on unmute, and I'd love to hear. I know we just said yours, Jen, but when you break that down, like, do you feel like that's a vision that you're already starting for your team?
Oh, for sure. I mean, that was something that was important to me in my past company, and I feel like that is why my team stayed, as long as they did. Because I feel like it's important because everybody has a different vision for themselves. And so just because they might choose to, especially with this company, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that just want to be customers, but to still be a part of that community, and kind of a whole new set of friendship, and that kind of thing. Everyone here will be able to have value, or if you set it up that way. And I feel like you guys do that already. Like I feel like it's just our whole team collectively, which is a lovely thing to see.
Yeah, 100% because business is going to like this truth is a bill it's going to go up and down. That is life. You're going to be in crazy momentum, you might fall flat and plateau. And so what keeps people here is that community, the vision and seeing the bigger picture, the movement, which is definitely what I believed we could have with pharmacy, which kind of went into more. All right, let me go up here. You guys are free to unmute, but if not, I can totally read them in the chat too. Okay. So, Natalie, you want people to feel empowered, heard, respected, and like they matter. Every person matters. And so you're doing that by creating that with your team. You're going to make sure that they feel, and it's not even just the team, like it's anyone, that's what I feel like really attracts people is when they see you do it, whether they're on your downline, upline, just how you are as a human, but then they want to be a part of that special group, which is your team. Leanna, you're building a team that you can help that will help others grow and be successful. Jennifer Ford, you're building a team where everyone feels like they belong, a space where they can show up as your full fabulous self and know that you're supported. Whether you're brand new, seasoned, and my dogs, literally. Whether you're brand new, seasoned, here you'll find encouragement, inspiration, and a team that lifts each other up, not tears down. No clicks, competition, just community. I love that. And I love that all that aligns with our bigger team vision for the big team. So Colette, you're building a team where people feel seen, supported, celebrated, where everyone's valued not just for what they do, but for who they are. A place where community, purpose, and joy come together. You want people to feel confident, it went away. You want people to feel confident, connected, and like they found a space to live into their full potential. You believe you can create a lasting impact by leading with heart, showing with consistency, and building a culture of encouragement, excellence, and oh man, I love yours. Your bigger why is to inspire and equip others to rise into what God created them to be, using this business as a platform to grow, serve, and shine His light in everything we do. I love that. So, Christina, you said your vision might be different than what your team might want, but your big vision is that any mom that partners with you can work part time and spend time with their kids, vacations, savings, cars, college funds, to build moms up to the point where they never find themselves short on cash, the ones that join for the product that they feel healthier and happier with low tox products. And that's awesome. And when you're sharing, like that's when you're talking to your audience, like those are the people you are talking to. You're like thinking of the moms that don't want to be short on cash, and all of your posts are going to be around those are the people that you want to attract, and your team will eventually form to that. Danielle, you want people to feel safe, special, seen, and heard. Rebecca, you're building a team where people learn to love themselves. Very important. So, Jackie, you're building a team where everyone's individual goals matter and are honored. I love that where they're honored because that's the thing. And especially here at pharmacy, everyone has different goals, or it's literally just to be a part of. And every month they're going to order their products that keep them feeling healthier and better hair and skin. And they have a place here. And the company does something that honors that. And then us as leaders make sure they're plugged in too. You want people to feel safe. I love that word. Safe keeps coming up a lot. Safe, happy, appreciated, valued, because they're honestly, there's a lot of people don't feel safe right now. So making sure that you're creating that safe environment for people is really important. You believe we can work together to impact others consistently and positively. Your bigger why is to empower women to be powerful, women to follow their dreams, no matter how big and bold. Yes, exactly. Your ideal prospect. You want your team to feel accomplished. Christy, you're building a team where we grow together, win together, and lift each other up. You want people to feel fired up. I love all these. Yeah. So that is when you are literally like thinking of a vision for your team and you can expand on it. Yeah. Limitless, no potential outside of everything. So we're going to talk next a little bit about casting vision and what that looks like and how we can do it together. So casting vision, a vision without a voice stays stuck in your head. So how to cast the vision to your team. Like Christina, you said that yours may feel a little different, but it really doesn't. And this is something you can work on. Like you said, your ideal prospect, repeat it often. Make sure everything's around it. Maybe when you start a team call, you repeat your vision if you want to do that. When you're posting shout outs, share wins that align with a vision like that. And when you're recognizing people, recognize it something that aligns with your vision. It doesn't have to be like, oh, top enrolling, top selling. Like, are they doing something that aligns with the part of the vision? So that's a good way. And then as a leader, as a coach, as a mentor, make sure people see it in themselves. That's a big part. So when you're having the one-on-one conversations or when you're even talking to prospects or what that looks like, making sure that they know like, oh my gosh, I would love you to be a part of this team. You are just a part of this community. You align with the vision. Definitely sharing a vision statement when you're talking to people. They're like, that's what I'm looking for. They may have no interest in the product, but they want to be a part of something bigger. So if you're not talking about the bigger picture, people will only focus on paychecks. Paychecks will not keep people long term. You can get a paycheck anywhere. You can stop and go do DoorDash if you want to. You can, go work at Red Lobster. You can, so it's like, what is outside of that? And that is what sets our industry apart. And so people that do cast vision and believe they are the ones that have people that are going to follow them anywhere, build the bigger teams, have like more of that because it is more than a paycheck. It is more than a business. And so you have to believe that and also cast that to your team. So we're going to just do a little real talk about what a vision is not. It's not hype. It's not just smoke and mirrors. What you're saying, what you're doing, it's going to match what you believe and what you feel. It's not like, oh, saying I'm inclusive and I'm open, but you're really not. You're a mean girl. You're cliquey. You forget, you guys get what I'm saying there. It's not hype. It's the real. It's not vague. It's not all about you. If anything, when you're a leader, it's nothing about you. It's about, leaders eat last. It's what is going to do for my team and my edifying my teammates. So it's about who they become by being a part of your world, of this world that we're creating together. And it wouldn't happen without every single individual person having their part, their everyone, their unique part in it. And when I look at our team as a leader, like as a leadership team, like everyone has different strengths. If it was just one of us, we wouldn't be as powerful as we are with all of our different strengths sharing through, where one person, is weak, another person strong, the different personalities. That also is what attracts people. They may be like, oh, Brittany's too much of this, but I really vibe with Michelle, or oh my gosh, Tam, I love her. Just different. They're going to connect with different people, and that's why it's so important. We're not all cookie cutter. You know what I mean? Everyone shines through themselves. So, um, your team isn't looking for a checklist. I mean, yes, they are for obviously other things, but when it comes to being a part of the community, they're not looking for a checklist. They're looking for clarity. They want to know what they're building, why it matters, and who they're becoming in the process. So, your job as a leader is to cast that vision so clearly that they can feel it, why they are excited to show up for the calls. They're excited to just, be recognized for even the smallest thing that we feel, as leaders might be like bare minimum, but for them, it does matter. And you see it in them. They want to be a part of something way bigger. So this week, I would love it if you guys all would maybe write your own vision statement for your team. If you haven't already, I think it's really important. Share it out loud in a voice memo, maybe make a team video, team chat post, pin it to a message in the group. And then we're all going to start, by drilling it in. You don't just say it once, you're going to repeat it often so it becomes part of the culture. And if you're not sure what to say, well, you're 100% welcome to adapt ours that we have here. 100%, especially if you're like, that I couldn't say it even better. That's our big team vision. You guys are all a part of it. It's just as much yours, obviously, as it is mine. We're all a part of it. Just make sure you're passing it down and helping people see how they fit into that something bigger. So I think the biggest thing is like we want to have a clear vision as leaders, be vision casters, and we're not managers. And that's how we build movements and not just teams, because things happen. You want to have a movement and you want us to be a part of it, and we all are a part of something bigger. So thank you all for coming tonight. Does anyone want to give any like wrap ups or any thoughts or takeaways? And again, unmute yourself because it's not giving me the option to unmute you guys. You're welcome, Natalie. I'm excited. I definitely also, if you do end up making, I would love it to see your guys' vision statements. Just shoot them to me. I would definitely want to see what you guys all come up with, because I have a feeling that it's all gonna align together, because we are like a perfect, beautiful puzzle here. So I'm gonna make sure I get this recorded, and anyone that missed it, but I'm also so proud of all of you all. Don't forget about the opportunity call tomorrow night, and then the sales call Wednesday night at 7. So you guys have a great rest of your Monday. Thank you all for showing up. So proud of all of y'all.